So it's time to look at Kadee Knuckle couplers again. Hey everybody, welcome back to the mill run in Western Maryland, and today we're going to be talking about how to make sure your knuckles are in the right spot. So hop on, let's check it out. Whether you're using your factory coupler boxes or doing a custom install, there's always a chance that your knuckles are not going to mate up well with other freight cars. Now, how can you get around this? Is there a tool to tell you that you got the height right? Well, there is. This is the Kadee number 206, that's their part number, 206, insulated multi-purpose coupler height gauge in HO scale. This provides you with an instant visual reference of proper coupler height. It accurately measures the proper trip pin height above the rail and is a built-in track gauge to NMRA standards. Now this just fits right on top of your track. I borrowed this setup from my dad's layout, which is a Georges Creek Central Railroad, and he's permanently mounted this on a couple pieces of track and a furring strip. This works out great because as he's doing work to his rolling stock and changing couplers over, he can just have this over on his workbench. Using this tool is pretty simple. You install your knuckle couplers on your rolling stock, place it on a track, and then slide it into the height gauge. Then you can visually inspect where your knuckle is mating up and if it's too high or too low. Which might lead into another question. What if it is too high or too low? What do you do? Well, let's talk about that. So here I have three types of Kadee knuckle couplers. This is an undershank. The shank actually sits at the bottom part of the knuckle and moves the knuckle to the top. So this would be used if your knuckle was sitting too low. This is a number 148 center shank. So the shank is in the center of the knuckle. And this is a upper shank. So the shank is literally sitting on the upper end of the knuckle, which moves the knuckle down. So you would use this one in the case where your knuckle is sitting too high. Now we know how to move our knuckles around. Let's go through a scenario. This is the same car that I put knuckle couplers on in my last video. As you can see, this knuckle is sitting way low on the height gauge. And when I installed these, I used upper shank knuckle couplers, which moved my knuckle down low. So now I can see that I definitely need to move it up a lot higher. Maybe not as high as a lower shank, so I'm thinking maybe a 148 center shank should solve this problem. Now how hard is this going to be to change? It won't be bad at all, because I use the Kadee knuckle coupler boxes, especially the 148s. This is a coupler box that comes with the number 148 Kadee knuckles. This is my favorite. And one of the reasons why is because the lid to the coupler box snaps in. It doesn't just sit there. You don't have to glue it in place. Now you can, and I do actually put a layer of glue on mine to help hold it in place to protect against some harsh couple ups. This lid just literally snaps on and gives you the opportunity, if you have an instance like this we're facing now with this hopper car, that we can just simply unsnap the lid and swap it out. So the first thing I do here is grab a hold of the coupler box lid and gently pry it up. Now I place just a fine layer of glue on this to hold that lid in place, like I said before. And I removed our upper shank knuckle coupler. As you can see, the coupler is sitting low on that shank. Next, I take my number 148, which is a center shank, which is going to move our knuckle up just a little bit, and install it to the couple box. Then I just simply snap the lid shut, and we're all ready to go back for a test. Well, look at that. Look at the difference in just that small distance between the upper shank to the center shank made. We're lining up almost perfect now. We've gone from this to this, and as you can see, these are easy adjustments. If you're like me and you have a lot of vintage rolling stock and you're changing things over to knuckle couplers, this tool might be something you'd be interested in. Am I saying it's a must-have? Maybe not, but it's very inexpensive. Train World has it for $6.99 on their website, and it comes with a number 148 coupler and a number 158, so you'll be all set to go as soon as you get it. Well, I hope this was a suitable follow-up video from my original Kadee Knuckle coupler video. If you have any questions about that or want to see that video, I'll link it in the description below, as well as right up here at the top in this little tag. I also want to thank my subscribers and my viewers. You guys and your questions and your comments are what inspire the videos that I do, and I just really appreciate your feedback on what I'm posting. So if you like this video, please give it a like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so you don't miss out on what's coming up next. So until next time, I'm Chris with the Mill Run in Western Maryland. Thank you for watching.